SamuraiRevolution here, and today we're going to do the Portugal Nation review. First thing is first, the civilization bonus. These guys get a new town center with each age up. So you get a covered wagon that you can transform into a town center. And you can distribute that wherever you want. So if you want a forward base after you age up going to age 2, you can do that. Or if you want to keep it back and get some more defense, you can do that as well. But this is really good if you do a fast fortress because you'll have 2 extra town centers in comparison to other civilizations once you hit the fortress age. And it's just a great perk to have, easily being able to get villages out there and then also easily being able to expand your colony as well. So a really good civilization bonus to have. I think it's one of the better ones out there in my opinion. And then right below there we got the unit combo that I like the most. It was a Dragoon and Castador, of course. If you like hit and run, Portugal is your nation. Play with the Portuguese. These 2 units are the hit and run kings. The Dragoons have the extra range with Portugal once you get to age 4. So you can easily hit and run, no problem. And then also they have some really good cav upgrades, some good cards to send in as well. And then the Cazadors have extra range resistance, and so they have less health than skirmishers. They have extra range resistance, and at the same time they have more attack than the skirmishers do. So these guys are really solid in the hit and run because they do so well in the attack. And then they take damage pretty well from ranged units, so you don't have to worry about that too much. You just got to keep them away from cavalry. They'll get slaughtered if you get engaged with cavalry, or sword infantry like a samurai or dop. We got to be careful with that if they get too close to them. But I really enjoyed that combo. We'll look at some gameplay clips later with them going to work. Next over, we got some unique units, and then some units I wanted to highlight. So Organ Gun, unique unit with Portugal. Really good versus groups. These guys don't have very good health, so you gotta make sure you protect them very well with your Dragoons and or Musketeers. But if used correctly, they do such good damage. I have some hilarious clips of them just going to work versus infantry and cavalry. So we'll look at that a little bit later. But I really enjoy these guys. You just have to be very sparing with them, and you gotta make sure you protect them very well because they're so weak. Mortar right below it is OP with range. Dude, Portugal has the extended range card, and it just makes your mortars like snipers, honestly. They shoot from one side of your screen all the way to the other with no issue at all. And they're really fun to use, honestly. If you like defending and hitting and running, like I was saying, having some Dragoons, Castors, and Mortars, and Organ Guns, it's a great combo. It's a fun combo to use. And the Mortars, because of the range, are really hard to compete with because they are just so far back. You can defend them a lot easier, and you can start assaults easier as well. So really fun to use there. And then right below, I put the Mamluk. I know it's not technically a unique unit to the Portuguese, but they're really good with the Portuguese, and I want to explain why. So obviously, they cost 1,000 coin for the shipment. So 200 coin per cav unit, you get 5 Mamluks. And then they're really easy to get with the Portuguese because the Cazador costs 80 food and 30 coin in comparison to skirmishers, which cost way more coin, less food. So with the Cazador, and then maybe say you're getting some Musketeers, you don't have to spend that much coin on them. So you can easily save up coin to send in this shipment. And when you send in this shipment, you have kind of a secret weapon running around the map, unless they have a range anti-cav already. These guys do such a great job at harassing the enemy and leading attacks because they have over 1,000 hit points, and they're basically a beefed up Hussar. And yeah, I just love these guys. Really want to highlight them. I think they're easy to get with the ports because of that coin differential with the Cazadors. Obviously, if you're getting Dragoons and Organ Guns, it's gonna be harder to get them. But I would definitely suggest to have them in your deck and just put them to work. I have a good clip of them being used. And actually, let's look at those clips. Let's look at that clip right now. Get so excited. I love this clip to death. Here it is. So we're coming in with the flank of a lifetime. The Mamluks are bunched up with some Huz, and we're just gonna jump straight in behind the lines, take out those artillery units, take out that light infantry, and then this is the swinging moment in the game. If you haven't watched this match, I highly suggest it. When we counter from this and then push on the win, and it was all led by the Mamluk. So yeah, I just love those guys. I highly suggest you use them, especially H3 having such a strong unit out there. It's really I want to say difficult. It's obviously difficult, but it's almost annoying to deal with. It's come on, these guys have so many hit points. You can have 20 Musketeers take 3 volleys at one Mamluk to take it out, and just like, my goodness, what do I have to do to take these guys out? So yeah, great unit to use, great unit to have, and yeah, just use them sparingly, and you'll be extremely successful. So next clip here, you're going to see the Castadors in some hit and run action, highlighting how good they are in the hit and run, obviously with their high damage. And I have some Musketeers mixed in there, and I accidentally click like the land, so then they gets messed up. But if you like doing unit groups and hitting and running, you'll really enjoy the Cazadors and the Dragoons, as you can see here. Just staying toe-to-toe with Musketeers, no problem, because that is what the Portuguese Cazadors do. But yeah, really enjoy both units. Great combo. And the next clip here, you're going to see how really good they are in the combination, because we're playing against an Imperial upgrade Japanese player here. So this guy has Imperial Musketeers and Imperial fire arrows, and we have age 4 Dragoons and age 4 Cazadors, and we're still going to knock them back here, which really highlights how well both of the units do together. The Dragoons cause some chaos, run around and able to hit and run without taking much damage if you can micro them very well. And then the Cazadors just sit back and then just snipe, honestly, just snipe the heavy infantry. I'm trying to get some of the flaming arrows out of the way here. But yeah, I really enjoy both these units put together. It's kind of refreshing using these in comparison to Skirm and like Reuters and stuff because of the long range. So yeah, I really suggest using these guys. If you like hitting and running, you're going to love these units. So I highly suggest using them. Just try to toss up some walls there because I knew I was needing to spend resources. You see on the other side of the map there, blue is taking over red. So I knew I was going to have to send units over there. But yeah, so here's the last clip. We have organ guns going to work, mowing down cavalry before they can even get to them. I think we have like 33 there. And if you haven't seen this video, it is so funny. Just mass slaughter of units. Just bunched together. Like, look how funny that looks. Like, oh my goodness. And then they're going to try to retreat here, and then we just still take them out. So those are all the unit gameplay clips I have. Let's go to the pros and the cons here. So pros, as they have a really good turtle. That was one of the first strategies I tried with Portugal, is doing a water boom turtle, and it was really successful. A lot of people say it's lame, but it's a different strategy. It's fun to mix it up, and Portugal does it well because they get the extra town center, and so you can have 2 batches of musketeers and such. Great shipments, so they have good unit shipments and then good like bonus shipments as well. So unit shipments, obviously you get the organ guns age 3, you get the dragoon dragoon upgrade age 4, and the mortar upgrade age 4, and then you have the Mamluks age 3 as well. So those are some really good unit cards, and then upgrades with them as well. So on top of that, you get the gunpowder unit upgrades, so age 4, so you get like an attack, defend. There's one, I think it's a team defensive unit, and you have attack, and then both defend and attack, kind of like the British do. So you can get some really good gunpowder units. So if you like your infantry, I would also give the Portuguese a try. I think they have their musketeers are also like a royal guard status musketeers, if I can remember correctly. Someone tell me if I'm right or not. I'm pretty sure they do. I think it's them in Britain who have them. So some really good units there. Next thing down, amazing units, as I was talking about. I put the 3 next to it because, in my opinion, you really need to get H3 to use the units that they have. They have the Dragoon, the Cazador, the Organ Gun, and the Mamluk, all H3 that you need to get. Otherwise, they just have the Musketeer Pike and Expo, Hussar, nothing special. So get the H3 and get those special units on the battlefield is my suggestion. Extra town centers, we talked about that earlier. Really good with the fast fortress. Great in treaty and late game. So good in treaty because of with the extra town centers on the age up, you can easily get your villagers up. I didn't do the best in them in treaty. I only did a couple games with them, but I enjoyed them a lot. I feel like if you play them a few times, you could really get a good strategy going with them and age up pretty nicely with them. Just make sure you get your upgrades early. And then late game, they have a pretty decent economy once everything gets going if you send your cards, because you can easily get the villagers out with extra town centers. So going to cons, early game, age 2, I don't think they're the best in my opinion. They don't have anything special to offer age 2 except that first town center that you can get out. I really feel like if they had villager shipments, they would help so much. If you had an age 2, maybe 5 village shipment, it could really boost their economy up. I feel like that would be beneficial to them. But that's just my opinion. I kind of feel like they're lacking a little bit age 2. But once you get to age 3, it's really where you get rolling. You get the Dragoon, the Cazador, the Organ Gun, and the Mamluk. So that is how I would do it with the Portuguese. And yeah, that's all I got in this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed the Portuguese a lot. Like I said, if you like hitting and running, give these guys a try. You won't regret it. And yeah, that's all I got with them. So next nation is going to be the British. Super excited. One of my favorite nations to play as. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's one of mine. So that'll be super exciting. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.